The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the IWK 710 Daily Sesh, where we put it all the way for 30 minutes a day on IWK. I'm your joint host, Ron McNabb, and tonight we're not at home. We are in the car. We are in North Bay. I had to drop my son off in North Bay at 5 o'clock. He wasn't done until close to about 5:45. Wasn't enough time to get back and home for 7 p.m. to do the show. So we're on the road here. I'm just in the parking lot of No Frills in North Bay on McEwen. So welcome everyone. Don't have any music here to play tonight. Well, I do. I can see if it works on my phone, but I'll have to wait until I got someone in the comments here to let me know if they can hear the music and whatnot. We may just skip the music altogether. We're probably going to be here only till 7:30 or just before. And so, yeah. So, what's everyone smoking on tonight? I've got a pre-roll here. Says the French twist cheese fast. So, we're going to see what it's like. In the meantime, anyone who is watching, if you can share the feed out, that would be appreciated. It's kind of hard for me to do it. I don't have a second device here right now. As you can see, I'm in my car. Hey, Facebook user, how's it going? Not sure who that is. If you want to give StreamYard permission for me to see your name, you got to go to www.streamyard.com/Facebook, and it'll ask you to give permission. If not, if you don't want to have to worry about that, if you want to let me know who you are, you can just let me know who you are in the comments, and that would be great. Now, the trick I'm going to have here is I got a coffee here in my cup holder, and there's also a cup here for the ashes. So I'm going to have to make sure I grab the right cup to before I take a sip. Puff puff pass, dab or two will do. So I think it's a typo. So I can't remember. That's Carolyn. I know that's Carolyn. How you doing, Carolyn? Appreciate you tuning in. And so yeah, I'm in my car tonight. I don't have anything prepared really. I can't share a screen. Actually, Carolyn, you're here. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put music on my phone, but I'm not sure if it's gonna allow me to do StreamYard and the music at the same time. So let's just see. Okay, I've got the music playing right now. Is that too loud? If it's too loud, I can't even control the. There we go. Oh, hold on. I've got another screen on my phone here. I'm not used to doing this, man. on the phone. There we go. Can't hear anything. Can't hear the music. Just me. Yeah, it probably blocks it out. I'll turn it up a bit and just see. But I do think it blocks it out. We'll try that and see. Can you hear that? If you can't hear it, then I'll just turn it off. It's not worth it. Not working. Okay, I'll turn the music off then. Just give me a moment. There we go. Turn that off. So it's pause that. Ah, shit. And we're back. There we go. So, you know what? I'm hot here. I'm going to take my coat off because I've got like a really heavy sweater jacket type of thing. And then I've also got this, I think it's Levi's. It's almost like a Swiss Army coat. So many pockets in it. Yeah, it's Levi's. Paid $15 for it at a secondhand store. It's like an army green, really heavy jacket. Really, really nice. And oh yeah, I don't want to put it there because here's my dinner. Hey Kim. Oh, there we go. Thanks for tuning in. I'm on the road here today. Yeah, it's actually here. I'll show you guys. They got pizza in sticks. So you know how they got their crazy bread? Well, it's not their crazy bread, but it's like a cheesy garlic stick. So it's pretty decent. It's only $8. So figured I was running out of time here. I just made it here to where I'm parked about 10 minutes before the show. I could have gone live anywhere I wanted to, because I do have my wife's da, 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 my wife's SIM card in my phone, and I'm gonna have to plug my phone in. I think because it's at 46%. Now I may have to turn the car on. Um, well, we'll leave it like that right now, and we'll see. So, so what's everyone been doing? I've man, last week or so has just been crazy for me. Not really busy, but just stressful with not used to this with the camera. The camera's like way over here. I'm looking at the screen and I'm looking way off from the screen. See, for me to look at you guys straight, I gotta look at the camera like that. But anyways, this is so different. But it's actually quite comfortable though. Yeah, it's been a bit of a stressful week, 2 weeks. Been a day, it's been a week. But I'm still here, and that's all that matters. And we're here tonight, and we got 2 minutes to 7:10. So this is about the time to oh, there's my 1 minute reminder to 7:10. I got all 5 years banned from my local agent. Oh, that sucks, Carolyn. That really sucks. I know how much you enjoyed going there, but oh well. I hope there's a silver lining in it all for you, because I know you're a good person, and you probably didn't deserve it. No one really. I don't know. I'm not gonna get. We're not gonna get into all that, but I wish all the best for you, Carolyn. I really do, and I appreciate your posts on Facebook. Um, I did. I found out. I did. There is. I found out today. Awesome. So silver lining. I guess that's what you're talking about. That's awesome. You know what? There's always something to look about. Anyways, I'm getting tongue twisted here. It's 7:10, folks. Happy 7:10, Easties. Line them up if you got them. First time smoking in my car. I don't care about smoking in the car. I don't care at all. I care a bit about nosy Nancy's getting their nose where it doesn't belong. But sorry, I'm eating a little bit here. I'm hungry. I actually haven't eaten. Well, I did eat. I had a piece of pizza. Actually, I think I had two. I had a few cheese sticks already. But before that, I didn't eat until earlier in the day. Um, puff, puff, enjoy. So made myself and my wife a nice big brunch. We slept in. I didn't get up till I think it was like 11. And so I made fried sausages, fried breakfast sausages, fried them up in bacon grease. Is there any other way to fry breakfast sausages? Used to do them in olive oil, but the bacon grease is a free byproduct of the bacon, which we buy anyway. My father-in-law likes to have that in the house, so we try to have it in all the time. So that means we've always got bacon grease. Always got like a little jar or two going in the fridge. And so with the cost of olive oil now, especially, I'm using that bacon grease more. And I don't buy bacon when it's like $6, $7 a package. When it's like 2.50, $3 a package, when I can get it on sale, I'll buy a ton of them. I'll buy like 8. If there's a limit, I don't care. I'll go in, purchase, come back out, go in, make another purchase of the limit. Hey, Justin, thanks for tuning in, brother. I'm on the road here today. Had to drop my son off in North Bay here, and just getting the banners ready for the 420 for the West Coast. And so yeah, I had to meet my my son. He was found a room to rent, which is awesome where it is too. It's only like a 10-minute walk to his work, so that's perfect for him. And so I just dropped him off, but he was going to look at the room today. Didn't know he was going to get it, and he did. And but we were to meet the guy at 5. No issues at all. We met the guy at 5, and I was waiting out in the car, and I kind of figured that my son was getting it, the room, because he was in there for a little while, and it was like quarter after, and I'm like, okay, if he's not getting the room, he's obviously should have been out by now. So yeah, it turns out, hey y'all, hey, Facebook user, not sure who you are, but welcome. And so yeah, by the time we were done there, he said, you know what, I gotta go over to he drive me over to Walmart for some snacks. So I did that, and by the time I was done Walmart, it was probably about quarter to. No, by the time I got him back to his place, it was almost quarter to 6. There was no way I was making it home for 7 o'clock, because I'd have to leave right then and pedal to the metal all the way home, and I still had to get gas. So I was already planning on coming out to do the sesh wherever I was. Hey Kim, if you're still here, it's funny that you were just talking. We were just talking about that on the 4th anniversary of the sesh, um, where sometimes you just the joint host is busy, and the sesh happens right where they're at, and that's where we are today. It's actually not too bad in here. I thought it was going to be cold. I didn't want to leave the car running. As it is, right now, I might need to get a boost. It's reading 11.5 volts. Let me see if I can start it. Because I got to change the terminal lug on the end of the negative wire on the for the battery. And because my father-in-law and I were testing it the other day, and there's a bit of a discrepancy between when you're reading the voltage going from, like, for checking ground and all that. There was a drop when we went from the positive battery to the terminal, like that was full. But when you went to the not the terminal, the post, when you went directly to the post, you had full voltage. When you moved the meter over to the terminal connector, you lost a little bit. I do have another one at home to put on. It's just I haven't done it yet. But what happens is sometimes when the car's running, and this happens a lot of times, even from what I hear with a lot of newer cars, that there's so much drain on stuff, like just with the heater and stuff. And I can turn my heater off. It's either on or it's off. There's no in between. I'm just gonna see if I can start the car right now. It started. I'm gonna turn the heat off. Loud in the microphone, but I will leave the car on so I can charge it a bit. I do have roadside assistance, so I can always call for a boost if I need. So, anyways, like I said, I had nothing prepared to talk about tonight. I was just gonna come on and talk. We had a good show yesterday on Grow 420, my podcast that's hosted on NOK Network here. Just one moment. We were at 7:17, coming up to 7:18 soon. Make sure you got something ready for the 420. So, man, this is really weird without having music on. Don't like it. Don't like it. But anyways, yeah, Grow 420. My podcast follows my cannabis grow. It's every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on NOK Network. Yesterday we were showing off the clones that I did. Counted them right on the show. I didn't know how many I'd done until I counted them on the show yesterday, and there's 34. I only need one plant out of all that. So if I don't get one successful clone out of the 34 that I got planted, then something's wrong. What's the weather like here? Here, let me show you. We got 7:19, so that's 4:19 for the West Coast. Get ready. Slide the phone out of here. I could flip the camera around, but it's a bit of a pain on the phone. We got snow. I'm just in a parking lot here right now, so obviously you got a big. Oh, that's freezing up on the windshield. You got a big pile of snow there. But yeah, so we're doing the clones. It's 34 clones. I only need one. And I'm gonna get at least one. I'm hoping that all 30. Well, I know all 34 won't make it. There's at least two that won't. There's two smaller ones that I don't think will do anything, but you'll see. And there we go, folks. Happy 420 West Coast. Light 'em if you got 'em. I'm still smoking my joint. from the 710. So they were talking about the clones. I'm going to be growing auto flowers for the first time on purpose. So I've been researching on that and bringing all that research to the show and the viewers. Justin is one of them that's here tonight. He's brought a lot of good information to the show for everyone. So appreciate that. As Wayne Palmer and a few others too. So don't really like calling out names because my memory is horrible. I'm always going to forget someone, and I don't like leaving anyone out. So we'll put it at all the Grow 420 viewers. I appreciate y'all. I really do. So yeah, this is really weird. No music. I've always got music on. You guys know that. The only time I haven't had music on is pretty much, I think, when I've done the live garden tours. Just taking the phone out, going around walking live in the garden, which I haven't done that for a long time. It's about all of us sharing info to learn from each other to grow better. Exactly, Justin. That's all it's about. Wow. A little bit. The rest of it, smoking weed. Smoking lots. There's lots of weed. And for those of you, here, we'll get rid of that banner there now. And for those of you who've seen the network commercial, the NOK Network commercial for my podcast, Grow 420, it's a like a it's not live, but I recorded it. It's me on cam talking about what my show is about, and in there I mentioned that I got the bong in my hand, and I mentioned that we're going to be smoking lots and lots of weed on the show, and so I mentioned it before. I think that would be neat to come up with a T-shirt for that. Just not exactly sure on the wording yet. Not going to happen right away. I don't have the funds for it, but I certainly believe in making the plans for it because that's how things happen. And but first, before I do that, I want to get a shirt, at least one shirt for me to wear while I'm doing my show with my logo on it. I wouldn't mind getting involved in selling merch, but that's not first priority. Not really in it to make the money, although it's nice. I don't think you make that much money selling merch, but mostly it's just wanting to let everyone else know that Grow 420 is out there. And it's always cool to wear a cool shirt, eh? Here's one right now. Cannabis Corner with Jay Frost. So, anyways, I think we're gonna head on out of here in a minute. Oh, excuse me. Jeez. Somebody left the barn door open there. That's not bad. Look at that. Finishing time for the ending of the sesh here. Gonna be an early night for us. And I've got a little bit more than an hour drive home. I still gotta. I was gonna stop off at Walmart, but I think I might just say fuck it. I was just gonna stop and get some more cashew almond milk. Uh, I don't drink dairy in my coffee, and but I'm also trying to cut back on the coffee, and it's not really working. Um, There's a coffee right there. This one also has an espresso in it, but maybe that's good for the drive home. Cannabis Corner with Jay Frost is a great show too. Yes, it is. And we all got spoiled yesterday. 3 shows. There's the morning wake and bake. There's the afternoon 420 show, and then there was the late night session. That was cool. Hasn't been 3 shows on for a long time, I don't think. I'm gonna have to turn the heat on before I leave here. The windshield's getting frosted up on the outside. But yeah, I guess that's probably it. We'll just finish up talking about what we were talking about on Grow 420. So anyone who wants to follow along, tune in next week, Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on NOK Network. And so last episode we were also talking about growing the autoflowers. So we're discussing about planning your grow, some of the important things. I think personally, planning your grow is the single most important piece of information that you can use. If you're not going to do anything else, at least do that. Because if you do that, you're going to be doing everything else because you're planning your grow, right? If you just go in without any plans, yeah, I think you're just gonna ask for problems. Gonna hate if the show goes. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Things don't last forever, but it's certainly been great while it's on. I wish I came across it earlier. Like I've said before, I've seen, like, I knew Cannabis Corner was around. I had no idea who Frosty was. I had no idea who you guys were, what the group was all about. I just knew it was like I'd see the shares pop up in some of the different groups I was in. And at that time, I wasn't so much. I was like just in the NOK stuff and the other stuff, the network that I was working for and all that before NOK. And I don't know, just one day I just clicked on the show and I'm like watching it. Obviously, I wasn't a member yet, so I couldn't comment, but I was there watching. And I think I joined the group like a couple shows later. But I liked what I saw. And here we are. Be 3 years coming up July, August for me for Cannabis Corner. So it's been great over there, and I've met a whole bunch of great people. Um, Helicopter or something. What? I don't hear. Oh no, it's not a helicopter. It's a big truck coming down Tebow Hill, Highway 11, coming into North Bay. Big, huge hill. So it's a big truck with its Jake brake on. Must be fully loaded. I can't see here. I can see the highway, but he's already gone by. 5.5 years for you for Cannabis Corner. Yeah, wow, that's a long time. You know what? That is a really long time. That's over half a decade, Justin. Like, seriously, that's when you think of it. It's not just peanuts you're talking about. It's a significant portion of time. And sorry, I got to talk to my doctor because I think with the sarcoid, I think I have skin manifestation of sarcoid because the ends of my fingers keeps, like, the skin keeps splitting and peeling and stuff. And I used to have these warts on my finger, I couldn't even hardly get away. I used medication and it didn't work. What ended up getting rid of it was uh, 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 infused cannabis coconut oil. I just kept putting it on, bandaging it up, and eventually went away. But I'm thinking now, after I've been diagnosed with the sarcoid, I think some of that is skin manifestations of it. So looks like a trip to the dermatologist will be in order soon. Um, and just to give it a quick update on my health with doctor's appointments and such, I've been feeling not too bad lately. I have some days where I'm not feeling good. The last few days have been really bad. But stress will make you not feel great anyway. But even if you don't have any other issues, but it certainly does have an impact on it. So I try to just keep an even keel. When I won Bong, it felt like a trophy. Been there so long. Oh yeah, you know what? I bet you that would be. Yeah, well, you called it your cannabis corner bong, so it is a trophy, man. I know you're gonna get that. There's something you'll remember forever, forever, long after cannabis corner's gone. Hope all goes well for me. Yeah, it's going well so far, and I've got a good team of doctors looking after me and all that, and my nurse practitioner is on top of stuff and all that. So it's I'm a lot better than I was last year. Last July, August, September, October, way better. So, um, so yeah, I've got blood work coming up tomorrow morning. My quarterly blood work. Hoping all the numbers are good again. The last three times I've had blood work, numbers just keep improving, and so hopefully the same. But if they are down a bit in some areas, that may explain some of the symptoms I've been experiencing the last little while. So we'll see. I have next week. I have follow up through the telephone, like the telehealth network, um, with the lung specialist next Wednesday. I think it is. Just to touch base with him, follow up with him in regards to the other specialist appointments I've had. Because even though he's a lung doctor, he's kind of the doctor that's taken the case over. Because with sarcoidosis, you need to kind of have like a lead doctor that kind of is overseeing all of this. And because the sarcoid was primarily found in the lungs and the respiratory system, um, it makes sense for the lung doctor to be the main one on board with that. Justin says that breathe easy stuff is awesome. I really enjoy it mixed with cannabis. Awesome, awesome. And you know what, Justin? I talked about that on our fourth anniversary sesh that we had last Friday night. I think it was last Friday night. Uh, Kim, it's usually Sir Steve on, but Sir Steve was on, but Kim was on, myself, Ashley was on. We had Rasta Rhino. Um, who else did we have up? Uh, we had a few others. I can't remember all of them who we had up, but we had a fourth anniversary for the IWK 710 Daily Sesh show we're doing right now, and that came up. I mentioned it because Ashley was talking about her stuff, and she mentioned that you got something. I previously mentioned that you had already got some, and that I heard good reports from it, and so that's awesome. So anyone who is wondering what we're talking about, breathe easy. That's just one of the smokable blends that uh, well, it's not just smokable. It's not just blends. I think it's blends. Or maybe it is just blends. I don't know. I can't remember. She's got a whole lineup of products. Um, but all like natural stuff, healthy to inhale. It's all got medicinal benefits to it. So go check her out. Smashley's Garden, Ashley Huffman. She is our joint host on Sunday nights here on the NOK Network. And so she talks about all that and more. So we're going to get out of here now. It's 7:35. I've gone on a little bit longer than I wanted to, but hey, that's always the theme with me, right? Um, but we got Peace News and Views coming on up at 8 o'clock in 25 minutes here on NOK Network. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Asia May Moon that Kim and Sir Stevo are interviewing. They've interviewed her before, but I think it's tonight that they're interviewing her again. She's heading up some 420 events out in Vancouver for this year. Well, she did last year as well. And our very own network owner, Kim Cooper, is going out to Vancouver as well for the 420. She'll be spending it down there with Neil Magnuson, with the CSB team there and everything, and doing the tour of a few other people and friends, old friends she's got down there. And so I'll be manning the helm here at the back home with the network. So if there's any issues, I'll be the one to kind of hopefully make it all work. Hopefully everything goes without a hitch. Hopefully Kim doesn't get any bans or blocks, because that's what really kind of sets things off. Um, I'm not going to tell Kim to be a good girl, because that's not going to work. Anyways, no, I love how vocal Kim is about cannabis, about everything really, just everything freedom. So, anyways, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Peace News and Views. Um, Other than that, network is great and love all the shows. The network is awesome, and I am so thankful that I was a part of building the network, starting it, and getting it up and running, and being a part of it even now. Um, Here we are, 4 years doing the sesh, 2 years anniversary for the network we had last week. Um, and we've had new shows added. Myself is one of them, Grow 420. But then there's Thursday nights. We've got Master Rochi with Thursday Night Vibes, um, and all that. So there's always going to be more shows coming on. Uh, you never know. And hey, if you have a show idea for yourself, Justin, anyone else out there that's listening, whether you're watching live now or on the replay, or you know someone, give Kim a shout out. And she's great to work with. She's helped me tremendously get my own podcast up and running on the network here. Um, Probably frustrated her a little bit more than I needed to, but I really appreciate all of what she's done and what she brings to the table. And most of all, I appreciate her having this platform available for anyone really to be able to say their piece. And it's not all just cannabis on this platform. It's a diverse podcasting network. Um, so yeah, it doesn't have to be a cannabis show. You got a cooking show that's not cannabis, or even better, if it is with cannabis, contact Kim. Anyways, peace everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you again next Wednesday. But before, we'll see you again Tuesday, World 420, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for now, I'm signing out. Stick around 20 minutes, 21 minutes from now. Peace, news, and views. Peace, everyone. Take care. I'm not going to have any another joint right now. I probably will have one just before I hit the road to go home. So, cheers. Have a great night. Yes, you too, Justin. And I just got to get over to the other screen here, because it's different screen, like different, it's a different layout than my computer at home. So all's good. I'm glad I was able to do the session tonight anyway. It's been a great time. Peace, everyone, again. See you next week. Have a great night. Remember, stay happy, but most importantly, stay high. Peace.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine and is spreading the education across the North. Activism, resources, referrals, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no sir to cannabis propaganda with No Sir. Find us at www.nocer.ca. Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@NOKNetwork.com.